So here one has to do Kriya Yoga. So let me do tapas. And when I sit for that tapas, then Swadhyaya begins. Study begins. But I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, I don't have the enthusiasm to study. That is the whole problem. We are all interested in doing. We are all interested in becoming. We are not interested in being. In becoming, there is self-appreciation, there is self-recognition, there is self-reward. All those things are there in becoming. In being, they are not there. We are all trying to become something which is nothing but finally being only. See this. We are all doing sadhana. Ask this question, why are we doing sadhana? Why are we doing all this circus? Why? Ask this question. Sit with this question. Tapas means let me sit with this question. I don't move even an inch from this question. Let me sit. Why am I doing all these things? Why? That is tapas. Go into the beauty of it. So when you start doing the tapas opens up a new dimension, that is self-study. When you start studying yourself, you realize your awareness is covered by layers and layers and layers of ignorance. Layers and layers of avidya. Wrong ideas, wrong concepts, misconcepts. Please see this. Your whole self is covered. And Patanjali says, when you start doing this Kriya Yoga, what happens? Kriya Yoga. Tapasvadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Why we do Kriya Yoga? Klesha Tanu Karanartascha Samadhi Bhavanartascha. 2. Klesha Tanu Karana. The first important dimension. Patanjali did not start with Samadhi Bhavanartascha and Klesha. No. He says Klesha Tanu Karana. Klesha means the stress, the anxiety, the disturbance that is there is called Klesha. So I do Tapasvadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana for thinning, reducing, destroying Klesha. Klesha Tanu Karana. When the Klesha Tanu Karana takes place, what happens? Samadhi Bhava automatically comes up. It is there, very much there. Snake is under the seat. If I take out the seat, the snake appears. It has to appear. Is it not? It is there, very much there. Samadhi is the very base of life. You take any part, for example, this, you take, you drop it, it goes to the state of equilibrium. You disturb it, it goes back to the state of equilibrium. Whatever disturbance you give, it goes to the state of equilibrium. This is the very nature of nature. And the same nature is working here also. We are constantly disturbing, and the system is constantly trying back to that state of equilibrium. Sthitistapakatva. It wants to come back to its state again and again and again and again. But what we are doing, we are disturbing. In order to bring peace, we are creating hundreds of. Go into this. So Samadhi Bhava It is the very nature. That's why all our rishis finally came to this. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. Asangoham 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 punah punah. Satchidananda rupoham ahameva ahamauyeya. What a message of our rishis. So I am working, I am struggling, I am slogging, I am running around because I want the disturbance to get disappeared, dissolved. Then the question comes, what are the kleshas that are bothering us? The basic tensions. Patanjali summarizes and puts all the tensions, varieties of tensions, in 5 only. And finally it is 1 only. Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhiniveshaha, pancha klesha. Patanjali says avidya is the basic tension of every human soul. What is avidya? Avidya means I don't know, that is avidya. At the simple level. Let's not go into the deeper level. Simple, I don't know, that is avidya. Please say this. I don't know. I don't know what is my body. That becomes the tension. I don't know how to talk to my wife. That becomes tension. I don't know how to relate. That becomes tension. I don't know how. Please see this. I don't know is avidya. In a simple language I am trying to put it. I don't know. Somebody has called me. I don't know how to go. Somebody is coming home. I don't know how to treat. At the basic level you try to understand it. So this creates tension. Suddenly my husband is bringing 10 people. I don't know how to prepare food. Please see this. If I know how to prepare food, how to manage, then I say let 1,000 people come. So I go and sleep. Once it happened, suddenly to our house, some 30-40 people came. And we had only few laddus. And everybody was under great tension. How to give this laddu to all the people in the plates? I said, don't do that. I know how to handle it. I made the laddu into powder. And then I put it in the one plate. And then I told one of our volunteers, go and stand before everybody. 75% of the laddu was still in the plate. I satisfied everybody. Everybody went back. But still 75%. I said 75%. Please see this. Simple. When the mind is in that beautiful state, immediately mind works. How to relate? There is no standard way of relating. You cannot standardize it. It's a spontaneous beauty. How? Don't ask. Our Rishi says don't ask how, it is stupidity. But modern mind always asks how. Our Rishi Parampara never ever started with how. Says let me see. So avidya, Patanjali summarizes, avidya is the basic tension. Avidya at all levels. Mind, I don't know how to deal with the mind because I don't know what mind is. Everybody talks about Guruji, I have to control the mind, I have to control the mind. And I ask that person, tell me what is that mind first? Define it. Define it, then I tell you how to control it. Without defining, you don't try to control it because you cannot control it. How can you control it? Tell me. So what is important is, I should be able to define, that is called vidya. I should be able to comprehend, that is called vidya. So avidya is the basic tension.